Hello students. So the next cell organelle we are going to study is nucleus. We have seen that the cell is organized or made up of the three features, that is plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm, isn't it? So we have already discussed about plasma membrane, and let us begin with the next cell organelle, that is nucleus. But before understanding the structure of nucleus, we need to understand that why we have to study the nucleus, isn't it? Like you have understand that how and why there is important to need why there is important to study cell. In a similar way, we should understand that why we need to study nucleus, isn't it? So why do we need to study cell? Yes, because the cell is the only thing which makes up our life. The body which functions is just based upon the cell. So the study of the fundamental units of life has made us to know how the function takes place in our body. The functions at the molecular level, at the ground level. We have just seen that the dog is sleeping or the person is sleeping, somebody is eating food, somebody is walking, isn't it? But this is just a thinking, this is the level of thinking only just by seeing it. We have never thought on the ground level or the molecular level until and unless we study the fundamental units of life and the structure of cell. Then we came to know that what are the functions, what are the body functions which are taking place daily, or what are the activities happening in our body, isn't it? So in a similar way, we should understand that why we need to study nucleus. We have seen the plasma membrane, isn't it? So plasma membrane, it allows only the selected members, selected materials to move in and move out of the cell. So this nucleus, which is the centermost part of the cell, it is the controller of the body, or it is the controller of the cell. So indirectly we can say that it is the controller of the body, controller of the functions of the body, isn't it? So this cell organelle, nucleus, it is very important for us to study as it is the controller of our body. Yes. So students, you have already seen the temporary mounting of onion peel, isn't it? So you have used some staining agent. We have used some staining agent in this activity, that is like iodine, safranin or methylene blue, which helps for the better vision of the cell. Means when we observe the structure of onion peel under the compound microscope, we are able to see the different parts of the cell with a clear view, with a better vision. So we are able to differentiate the different parts of the cell, like cell membrane, that is plasma membrane, or some dark spot at the center, that is nucleus, then some jelly like substance which is surrounded to the nucleus called as what? Cytoplasm. So this all we are able to see under the compound microscope. But when we want to study about the structure of nucleus, we are not just up to compound microscope. We need electron microscope to study the structure of nucleus. So students, find out the difference between compound microscope and electron microscope. Okay. So this electron microscope helps us to know the structure and functional features of the nucleus. And this will also help us to know the different functions of the nucleus at the ground level. Under the compound microscope, you are able to see just a dark spot, a dark dot at the center of the cell, which we call it as what? Nucleus. But with the help of electron microscope, we are able to see the different parts of the nucleus and how the nucleus is important to carry out the functions inside our body. So let us begin, or let us see what are the structural and functional features of the nucleus.